Good afternoon, everybody. Another segment, frankly, my dear man. Sorry, been hella busy, man. Know it's last minute, but still, just man, want to do quick power rankings. At least get them in before the first game of the week 5 tonight. So, man, these are my power rankings. I'm gonna dive right into it, going into week 5. Starting at number 10, I got the Tennessee Titans. The Titans, man, to me had one of the most impressive wins of the weekend. They beat the defending Super Bowl champions. They played tough. They went for that fourth down. They were not scared. They were not intimidated, and they played good, man. And the Titans got some good wins on their resume, man. They beat the Jags as well. Um, the Titans have been looking good, man. I must admit. I had them being horrible this year, but Rabel has that defense flying, playing very, very physical. Of course, their offensive Mariota is finally looking like the quarterback they drafted him to be, looking like similar to his rookie year. So I got the Titans at 10. Number 9, I would have them a little bit higher, but based comparing them to the other teams, I still got them around here. But I got the Chicago Bears. All right, Chicago Bears beat the hell out of the Buccaneers. I'm glad they ended Fitz magic. Like as I told y'all before, man, I can't stand the fact he even still in the league. He should have been out of the league a long time ago. I hated that whole storyline. I'm glad they put an end to it. Trubisky went slam off. I know nobody started him in fantasy football, probably. But the guy went off, man, coming out party. It's going to be interesting to see if he can duplicate that, because the Buccaneers do have the worst pass defense in the league. Might have the worst defense, period, in the league, okay? So it's going to be interesting to see if they can duplicate that performance on offense again. But defensively, man, these guys, I think they say they're on pace right now. Their defense is as close to the 85 Bears since the 85 Bears, put it that way. That's how dominant they say they've been on defense. I don't know how much all those stats are true. So I think they still giving up around, I want to say 16 points a game or so. But outside of that, man, I mean, the Bears just been beating the piss on defensively, just been beating the hell out of offenses, man, all year. I got the Bears at number 9. Number 8, another team, but I started changing my mind on them right before in preseason. The Cincinnati Bengals, all right? Cincinnati Bengals, man. And the reason I got them ahead of the Bears is mainly because of Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, it's been hard to trust him, too. But I feel you can trust Andy a little bit more than you can trust Trubisky, regardless of Trubisky's performance. But, man, the Bengals, man, had a tough win against a tough Atlanta team. Came back, won on a pretty much basically last second, man. Dalton is looking great. AJ looked like he stepped in the time machine, bouncing back very good from his last season. Defense gave a lot of points, but everybody gonna give up a lot of points against the Falcons. But they've looked well coached. They have not looked like those same old choking Bengals. I gotta give Marvin Lewis some credit. I've been one of the guys who've been a tough critic of Marvin Lewis, but gotta admit, man, this team seems the way that they're operating is very, very professional, very down to business. All right, so that's what I had at number 7. So at number, where we at? That's 10, 9, 8, 7. At number 7, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, so the Eagles, man, I still got them in the top 10. They do got wins back, only a second game back. They did lose to the Titans in overtime. Philly gonna have to get that offensive line straight. But low key, that offensive line Wentz really had to get them out. Wentz really been getting pressure on him even since last year. He has the ability. I mean, the guy just gets out of it. It's almost Russell Wilson like the stuff that the way he's able to break tackles and just avoid the sack and get the ball off. But Philly, I don't know what's going on with that defense, man. I don't know if it was just a bad week or not, but I want to impress. Philly defense is not looking impressive, man. Especially through the air. I feel it's something not right. Okay, I think that was their weakness coming into the season, the secondary, and it seems like it's still lingering. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Philly does this week. All right, playing the Vikings, who defense been struggling, but still very very talented defense that I don't think has played to their potential yet, but very well could. All right. At number 6, I have the New Orleans Saints. So the past couple weeks, man, I had left the Saints off, mainly because the defense, and it's hard to really elevate a team after they beat the Giants. The Giants just, I say them for another video, man. It's just a massive disappointment, man. Just very disappointment. But yeah, the Saints, man, offensively, Kamara looking like he's going for offensive player of the year. This guy's been amazing. Breeze still just not, he's not turning the ball over, still being very consistent. Defense, it's hard to judge and say they played great because the Giants' offense has been struggling. If the defense does start to kick it up, this Saints team is going to be very, very dangerous. At the end of the day, they are 3-1. And I just feel like if the Saints play their potential, they're probably the most balanced team in the NFC. All right, I would say the Vikings too, but I would say the Saints more so because of the edge I give Drew Brees over Kirk Cousins. All right, and then they got Mark Ingram coming back. Perfect complement to Kamara. So I got the Saints at number 6. At number 6, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My bad. Saints at number 5. So at number 4, I still got the idle Carolina Panthers. All right. So the Panthers, man, to me, they had a bye week, but the Panthers have been one of the more impressive teams to me. It's not that they even just blowing you away offensively and this and that. It's just the way they're playing their style of ball. They're imposing their will on teams, similar to what the Titans have been doing. And, Cam has been very efficient this year. He's not being extra, very efficient. McCaffrey's looking like this is going to be his breakout coming out party this year. Noah Turner is just, he does magic, He does magic with these quarterbacks. Panthers still, to me, got the best front 7 in football, and I just still got the Panthers right now got them at number 4. Number 3, I got the Jags. All right, now I know some people going to say, the Titans beat the Jags, but the Jags, to me, outside of that, man, they've been pretty dominant this year, okay? The Jags have, and say what you want about Blake Bortles, man. Bortles been playing pretty good football this year, okay? People forget, man, Bortles, I want to say his rookie year or his second year, Bortles was all right, He had a lot of interceptions, but I want to say he threw for a lot of touchdowns that one year, as well as yards. Bortles was not considered this whole bust until, I want to say, like, middle of his second season, But Bortles has been playing good. Fournette is hurt again, but I feel like Yeldon definitely could carry the load. They got guys like Grant who can catch the ball at backfield, so they do have that. The receivers, nobody really scares you, but they're all solid guys, man. And, of course, the defense, man, has been great, this year as usual. Been great, solid. They got a tough test this weekend against the Chiefs, but I just got the Jags, man. The Jags, I'm just going off of the eye test, man. The Jags just look like they're trying to send a statement this year, okay? They look it's like they know they aren't sneaking up on people this year, and they're playing like it. They're earning it. They're earning every victory. Number 2, oops, my bad. Number 3, sorry, y'all. I had forgot to slide my list up. Anyways, man, so yeah, the Jags I had at number 4, the Panthers was 5, Saints was 6, Philly was 7, the Bengals was 8, the Bears was 9, the Titans was 10. Number 3, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. Some people are going to be like, how the hell you got number 3? I will say this, man, I still got number 3 because of that defense. They was getting gashed on the low on the run when they played the Broncos. Defense still shaky, but one thing I noticed about that defense, it's hard to say because the Broncos' offensive line has always sucked. The Chiefs, we're getting pressure. We're getting pressure on Denver, okay? And they actually played some pretty good football, man. The secondary even played pretty decent. Their only weakness really was stopping that run game. If the Chiefs can have some of that effort they gave on Monday night every week, then trust me, they gonna move. I would definitely have them at number 2. But that leads me to why I have the Baltimore Ravens as the number 2 team right now in the NFL. They're the most balanced team, decent running game, decent receivers, decent at QB this season, defense, number 1 defense in the league. The Ravens just really don't have any holes. The Ravens have no weaknesses. Offensive line playing solid. Flacco playing the best football he's played since his Super Bowl run. The Ravens to me have no weakness, and they got a lot of veteran guys who have been there before. That is a dangerous, deadly combination for anybody who plays them. Okay, and that's why I got the Ravens at number 2. And number 1, of course, is the LA Rams. Now I am concerned the Rams not having to leave in Peters, man. That's a big concern. They did give up a lot of points, a lot of yards to Kirk Cousins. But at the end of the day, that offense does have a lot of weapons. So, I don't know if it was just a temporary thing or not, but, the defense does concern me. But the way the offense is playing, man, the offensive line, they don't even get pressure on Goff. He got all day to throw. They got so many weapons, man. Anybody could go off on you on any given time. Got, in my opinion, why Le'Veon is out the best running back in the league. Still got the best defensive lineman in the league. Man, the Rams, they still looking scary. Not as scary on defense without those 2 corners, but once they get back, I think they'll still the defense will be dominant as well. But anyways, man, that's my top 10 power rankings for this week going into week 5. Again, man, sorry I messed up on the rank I've got here and scrolled up. Just one more time, so y'all know I got the Rams 1, Ravens 2, Chiefs 3, Jags 4, Panthers 5, Saints 6, Philly 7, the Bengals 8, the Bears 9, and the Titans 10. Anyways, y'all comment, let me know what y'all think. Y'all have a productive day. 1. Oh, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button 2. Share the video. Y'all have a good day, man. 1.